Ooh, let's not fall off that edge.
This is me, and this is Mari. This is a really wet, dirty, and sometimes loose route.
That's a big one.
We're going to climb it.
Nice route, well protected, an advantage with camera 4 and a 5.
Do you have a 4 and a 5?
You have a 4.
You are a 5. Looking from the road, it looked wet and dirty, but now we're up here, it just looks dirty and damp.
I was sort of hoping we'd come up here and it was just like Splitter Classic.
But I wouldn't say it looks like super Splitter Classic.
It has been aided and put in the grade A2. It suggests to bring a 4 and a 5. You never know. With this new technology next to the off-width, you get your knee in here and then you lean out and take this. That's the beta.
Climb carefully over this stuff as well, because I bet there's some loose stuff in here. The way you want to climb on this stuff is press rather than pull. Like this. The new quick draw method.
Sling beta. In Norway this is seen as a bit beginner, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did learn off a Swede. You never want to put like full weight on any hold. You always want to like distribute the weight.
You know what I mean? Because it
Yeah.
looks like you're going sort of...
It's like climbing at Craig Doris.
How are both of these 60s? Everything is bigger in wild country, even the centimeters.
You can't climb it like sport route, like just pulling on the holds. And so what? One company can't measure properly.
No.
Which one do you think it is?
Well, I think.
I think it's DMM. Don't want to pull anything too hard in case it falls off. I'm making it sound not very good, but I think it will actually be alright. Are you cold?
Yeah.
Crack on then, get tied in.
I have that feeling of now when I get here, I feel like, oh, you actually have to like work. You can't just like climb it and top out in the sun. You have to pull on the dirt and you actually have to do the work as well. You can't just climb it.
Careful of those trees. Was the Swedish method worth it? The grey one? Yeah. Scary going over that block, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was just wedged in there.
Yeah.
But I realised the only way was to pull on it. I think you should maybe just walk over and have a look to the left. Is it thin?
It could be A2, but I think I can climb it.
Okay. Do you want me to move the belay over then?
I'm not sure, potentially. It's dirty actually.
Dirty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it raining. Raining down.
Hopefully that was the A2 bit.
There's a slab after, so
yeah.
Hopefully it eases up a bit.
Well done.
Well done on that one.
Nice one. How did that go?
I had to pull on gear.
You did?
And in the beginning. Very disappointed. I was sort of stood in the layback because that's where I saw some chalk. And then I just felt like I was a bit stuck. I was just stood like this and I just couldn't like see any holds, anything. Well done placing gear while doing that. Do we have time to try it again?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you could just lower me off without the backpack, because...
yeah, obviously, yeah. I'm not going to lower you back down with the backpack on. Nice.
Okay.
Good effort. Now you're going to do a 20-metre pitch.
But there is still some excitement left. There's an A0 pitch as well.
We've got 7 A0.
But A0 is like, that's a crack. Maybe some slimy off-witting or something.
And what?
Slimy off-witting or something. We'll see.
I like that.
It's a slimy pitch.
Tip number 5. Always grab a good bundle of grass. Quantity, not quality with grass. Well, quality and quantity.
Pitch 4, we're going to climb it. It's a minging wet off-wit. That's all we've got to say.
Don't break my belay.
This is proper esoteric.
Can't you play some gear?
Yeah, I've got some here.
Incredibly loose block up here. I've got your rope redirected over my foot so that if you fall off it doesn't go on the block. Yeah, incredibly dangerous. You look filthy.
I'm so filthy.
I was so gutted when I got to the top and saw all this loose shit in the chimney though. Just like having to climb around it. It's bloody horrible.
How was that for you?
100% epic. Even on a top rope.
It was quite loose and wet. It was really wet actually. It was really
Just
hideous.
hideous.
Just hideous.
Absolutely hideous.
Everything about it was hideous, wasn't it? Yeah.
But we went free,
It went free.
both of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
7A0 went free.
It was fun in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, when I started off and I was just like, oh, this is really dirty. And it was sort of fun because I had a top rope. I even stopped in the middle in a chicken wing and took a photo. I'm just like, haha, look at this. It's so dirty. It just drained my mentality. I'm not sure, you don't look as wet as me though.
No, you look filthy. Oh, but I've put some jackets on, so I've covered the filth.
And then in the end, where you had to like crimp a bit to get up to the loose flake. And how are you supposed to do that when you're soaking?
Mm-hmm.
And my legs were just muddy, and my hands were just beyond where I couldn't chalk them up anymore.
Yeah.
That was tricky.
Yeah, I think that was a proper pitch. It's definitely E3.
I don't know. I don't think I even want to recommend this route.
No.
Maybe when it's dry, it's a bit easier.
Hmm.
But at the moment, it's just like hard off-wit climbing.
Yeah, it's soaking and minging.
Did you pull on it when you came up?
No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to pull on that. Maybe it's one of those ones that looks really bad, but it's actually really wedged.
We're about to find out.
We're about to find out.
Oof, no, that doesn't sound like a joke. Oh, we pulled on that one. That's moving as well.
I know.
I feel like the whole route's going to fall down if you take that one.
That's alright, we're above it.
Do you want me to help you, like hold a rope or something? Well, that came easy. That's a big one. Maybe that was the rock holding that big solid flake.
I know, yeah.
Doesn't look that solid to me anymore.
I'm still glad I didn't pull on it. Good, let's get to the top.
Yeah, this is not what I wanted to see. I think this has fallen down this year or last year.
Yeah.
Because it looks very fresh.
Yeah. Did we mention at the bottom of the route, like, oh, it looks a bit loose? And then we mentioned in the middle of the route, like, let's trundle some boulders. And then we get to the top of the route. The top of the route has fallen down. It is destined to be a classic. We've got two options. The fallen down corner, or the traverse.
This looks very interesting. Also, the fun thing about wet off-wits is that it is actually possible to climb them when they're wet.
I didn't use some of the wet jams because they were past being wet.
I'm actually thinking it could be quite nice when it's dry.
You can climb a wet 7A or 7B crack and it can feel easier than a 6A friction slab.
If it's dry as well, you don't have to pull so much on the wet stuff.
Obviously. It's not moss, it's not wet, it's like that green gunge.
No, on the loose stuff, I mean.
There's very few people that like it.
Everything feels a bit more in control when it's not wet.
Nobody likes that shit.